The News Hour Special Edition.
Hello and welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is the News Hour Special Edition this Sunday evening, and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, the stage is all set for Bihar Assembly elections. The 7.4 crore voters are just days away from the announcement of the poll dates. After reviewing the poll preparedness, the Election Commission visiting Bihar didn't spell out when the polls will start, but today made it clear that the Bihar elections will be completed by the 22nd of November. Number of phases will be decided soon. The Election Commission laid down that there will be 17 new polling initiatives that will be replicated across the country in due course that we will get to see in Bihar Assembly elections. Remember, this is the first election after the Special Intensive Revision Exercise, or the S.I.R, in Bihar. And the Congress and its allies are making Vote Chori the mainstay of their election campaign. It is this poll plan that has brought better adhesion to a somewhat fractured INDIA bloc. Meanwhile, the Election Commission also defended the S.I.R exercise today, saying under People's Representation Act, the ECI, the Election Commission of India, has the legal mandate to conduct a revision before every election. Now, does it indicate that ahead of other future assembly elections, there will be S.I.R exercises? Will West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Assam be next? Is this an indication that Pan-India S.I.R is on the anvil? Well, there are no clear answers there that we got from the EC today. But first, listen in to what exactly the Election Commissioner said.
बिहार के विधानसभा की कालावधि 22 नवंबर तक समाप्त हो रही है और उसके पहले ही चुनाव संपन्न होंगे। जिन लोगों के पास अपने घर नहीं होते या जिन लोगों को पंचायत या म्युनिसिपैलिटीज ने कोई घर का नंबर नहीं दिया होता है, तो या तो आसपास के घर का नंबर देते हैं और या कई बार शून्य लिख देते हैं। इसीलिए इसमें विचलित होने की कोई बात नहीं है, क्योंकि जब बूथ लेवल ऑफिसर किसी भी व्यक्ति का इन्यूमरेशन फॉर्म लेता है तो उसके ऊपर दावे और आपत्ति जताने के लिए हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के बूथ लेवल एजेंट्स मौजूद होते हैं।
Of course, the opposition isn't convinced. Remember, the Election Commission has removed close to 68.6 lakh names from Bihar's electoral roll. After the S.I.R, opposition is now demanding the Election Commission to give sabut or evidence why these electors were struck off. The opposition is demanding proof for every voter's name that has been removed from the voter list ahead of the Bihar elections, as it charges that the Election Commission is serving only one party. That is the BJP.
3.66 lakhs votes have been donated from the final draft of S.I.R. What is that? And of course, the manner in which S.I.R has been done, that is full of discrepancies, full of manipulation, and Election Commission is not justified. It is a part of now BJP. The S.I.R is incorrect and it is a manipulation to get BJP and of course India alliance elect.
चुनाव आयोग ने कहा था कि बहुत सारे घुसपैठिए हैं। आपने देखा, आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का भाषण उठा के देख लीजिए। ये तो जब जा रहे हैं तब घुसपैठियों का नाम ले रहे हैं। हम आपके माध्यम से और गणेश जी से पूछना चाहते हैं कि कौन घुसपैठिया, इसका लिस्ट तो दे दीजिए। अब म्यांमार से कितने वोटर बने हैं, नेपाल से कितने वोटर बने हैं, बांग्लादेश से कितने वोटर बने। अब तो आपके पास में फाइनल लिस्ट हो गया ना, ये तो आपके पास में लिस्ट है नहीं। तो देखिए, सब मिला जुला के सबको मालूम है कि बीजेपी का ये वकालत कर रहे हैं।
And despite, viewers, the Chief Election Commissioner making it absolutely clear the S.I.R exercise is as per law, you heard how the opposition reacted today after the press conference by the Chief Election Commissioner. So on one hand, we have the Chief Election Commissioner who has dismissed the Vote Chori narrative on S.I.R. On the other hand, we have Prime Minister Narendra Modi who has said that it is the Congress party actually that is resorting to Chori ahead of the elections. He claims the Congress is resorting to legacy chori as he called out party for offering the Jan Nayak tag to Rahul Gandhi, the same name by which one of India's tallest socialist leaders, Karpuri Thakur, was once referred to. Listen in to what the Prime Minister had said yesterday.
कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी को जननायक ये सोशल मीडिया की ट्रोल करने वाली टीम ने नहीं बनाया। कर्पूरी ठाकुर को जननायक बिहार के जन जन ने बनाया और उनके जीवन को देख करके बनाया था। और मैं तो बिहार के लोगों को कहूंगा कि जरा चौकन्ने रहिए, ये जननायक पद कर्पूरी ठाकुर से ही शोभायमान है। आजकल लोग ये जननायक की भी चोरी करने में लगे हैं और इसलिए बिहार के लोगों से मैं जागरूक रहने का आग्रह करूंगा कि हमारे कर्पूरी ठाकुर साहब का ये जनता द्वारा दिया गया सम्मान कोई चोरी न कर जाए।
So tonight we debate, in a state that has been deprived of basic assistance to grow for 7 decades, where crores migrate out in search of jobs, education and health, should issues like vote chori dominate the poll narrative, or parties should change their focus and fight for what the people of Bihar really need and deserve? And to discuss it, I'm joined by Shehzad Poonawala, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, with me here in the studios. We have with us Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Spokesperson of the JDU, Dr. Mohammad Amin, former Joint Director, Election Commission of India. We have with us Advocate Nikhil Jain, who is a political analyst. We also have with us Badshah Alam, National Spokesperson of the RJD. Good evening to all of you gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on Times Now. We are just one step away from getting to know when exactly the elections will happen in the state of Bihar. I want to begin this debate by taking the viewpoint of each one of you. So 10 seconds each to all. My question is, poll dates are coming soon. What, in your opinion, will be the main campaign issue, vote chori or Bihar's future? Let's start with you, Dr. Amin.
Actually, I can laugh in this sentence. They have the vote chori. In the election commission, as per the constitutional body, we have never used the vote chori, and nobody can justify about the vote chori. Never election commission does anything wrong for any voter's right. This is the election commission who will save the right of the voters for the country, for the election and the democratic process. So if they are saying like vote chori, so this is not justified. I can just only laugh on that sentence, vote chori. And today, after the press conference, the Chief Election Commissioner has justified everything.
I'll come to you on that point. We will discuss all the aspects in just a bit. Let me just take the opening comments from all the guests here with that one question that I asked. What will be the main campaign issue, vote chori or Bihar's future? Advocate Nikhil Jain.
Hina, I think this is not a question of vote chori or Bihar's future. That's not the question. The question is, Bihar's future looks very dark if the Election Commission of India allows the BJP to indulge in vote chori. You asked a pertinent question at the start of the debate. What do the people of Bihar really need? What do they deserve? What they deserve are their democratic rights, economic rights, social justice rights. And all of that finds its base and foundation in the democracy that we have. And none of it will remain or sustain agar ye sarkar vote chori karti rahi. That is why we need free and fair elections, no manipulation of electoral rolls, no manipulation of the electoral process. So that
viewers are smart enough, they got their answer as well. 10 seconds each. Of course, we will discuss it in detail. But viewers got the answer, I also got the answer. Badshah Alam ji, क्या होगा मुद्दा इस बार, वोट चोरी के बिहार का फ्यूचर?
देखिए, बिहार का फ्यूचर जो है वोट से ही रिलेटेड है। अगर वोट की चोरी जहां इलेक्शन कमीशन कर रहा है, ये सीधे सीधे दिख रहा है, तो जहां वोट का अधिकार है लोगों के पास, अगर उनके वो अधिकारी छीन लिया जाएगा तो इसमें बिहार का फ्यूचर क्या रहेगा? वहां के मतदाताओं को वहां के मताधिकार से वंचित किया जा रहा है और ये जो फाइनल लिस्ट इन्होंने निकाली है, महाराष्ट्र के अंदर इन्होंने 4 महीने में 40 लाख बढ़ा दिया, और बिहार में ये कहा जाता है कि यहाँ बर्थ रेट ज्यादा है, और यहाँ इलेक्शन कमीशन अपना लिस्ट को घटा रहा है। तो ये वोट की चोरी हो रही है ना, तो ये कहाँ जा रहा है वोट? ये इलेक्शन कमीशन बताया ना, S.I.R की प्रक्रिया शुरू किया इन्होंने कि हम बाहर।
Got it. I am only trying to understand for the benefit of our viewers in the beginning that what is going to be the main campaign, the poll plank for political parties. So we got the answer there. Dr. Sanjay Kumar.
Hello, good evening. So, for JDU, it's going to be 20 years of Sushashan that Nitish Kumar has given to the state. That is our main agenda. And also, how, we are going to meet aspiration of each and every individual of the state, including the youngsters and the women and all the downtrodden sections of the society, like Ati Pichhada Varg, like everyone. Okay. So that is going to be our poll agenda, our own achievements in last 20 years.
Okay. Shehzad
Nothing else.
Infra development, economic development, development of good governance, Mahila Sashaktikarana, Bimaru se bemisal Bihar. But for them, the issue is truth chori, title chori, legacy chori, gali khori and Sina Zori. After doing gali khori against Pradhan Mantri's mother and Bihar, they are doing Sina Zori, and they are labeling false allegations, taking title of Jan Nayak Karpuri Thakur and doing truth ki chori.
Okay.
And you've noticed one thing, none of those two even uttered word development. None of those two uttered word law and order. None of those two uttered word infrastructure. None of those two uttered word good governance. You can imagine why.
Okay.
अब इनका आधा घंटा चलता रहेगा, रोते रहो,
चलिए,
रोते रहो. You spoke the longest.
Advocate Nikhil Jain, you want to respond before I go across to Dr. Amin?
Absolutely. Today, it's very funny that the BJP spokesperson is talking about Jan Nayak Karpuri Thakur ji. I remember, your older viewers would remember, or those with a greater interest in politics would remember, what the BJP and the RSS combined used to say about Karpuri Thakur when he was alive. Ye aarakshan kahan se aayi? Karpuri ki mai bhi aayi. That is the kind of language they used for the Jan Nayak when he was alive. Today, of course, they find the electoral numbers in the EBCs and the OBCs, and for them everything is a vote bank. We are talking about the future. The Congress Party, the India Alliance is talking about the future of Bihar. They're talking about development, social justice. I did mention about economic development, but Shehzad could not hear it over the kind of propaganda and narrative and melodrama that he came on the debate for. I am talking about the most important issue, which is democracy. I am talking about the issue of economic development. Social justice. But what does he have? He has a whole list of things that he will say but not do anything on.
Okay.
JDU spokesperson says 20 साल के सुशासन को लेके जनता के पास जाएंगे. 20 साल का कौन सा सुशासन है सर? I am living in Patna right now. I'm in one of the poshest parts of Patna and I had to cross a lake to reach my house. Why? Because you can't manage the roads in the capital of the state. That is the kind of development that your government has given in the past 20 years. You're talking about the aspirations of the people of Bihar. What aspirations have you met in the past 20 years that you now have the audacity to come and say that give us 5 more years? The fact is, this is a failed government. And बीमारू से बेमिसाल छोड़ दीजिए, आप बीमारू से नॉर्मल बना दीजिए. आपसे नॉर्मल नहीं हो पाए.
Shehzad wants to respond. Yes.
देखिए, फिरोज जी ने गांधी टाइटल चोरी किया, इंदिरा जी ने डेमोक्रेसी चोरी की, राजीव जी ने बोफोर्स की चोरी की, सोनिया जी ने, आई हैव नॉट इंटरप्टेड, दिस इज नॉट फेयर. सोनिया जी ने नेशनल हेराल्ड की चोरी की और बेटा जन नायक की चोरी कर रहा है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी, व्हेन ही बिकेम सीएम इन 71, Congress destabilized his government. When he became CM again in 77, with the Janata government was there, then at that time again he was destabilized by the Congress people. And apart from that, Mungeri Lal Commission report, and then after that you have seen the other Mandal Commission report, both were opposed by Congress Party. Congress Party used to use choicest of bad words against all these parties, including putting Laluji and others in jail. Anyways, forget all that. He has said that RSS people said something. I want Nikhil Jain to name the RSS or the BJP leader who said that, and we are the ones who gave Bharat Ratna. But finally, Mr. Nikhil Jain, forget everything else. Chalo, I'll quote some figures.
Growth rate 2% during Lalu tenure, today 12%. Funds received by Bihar during UPA 2 lakh crore, today 9 lakh crores. Economy size 2.5 lakh crore, today 8.5 lakh crore. Tap water connections 1,84,000, today 1.6 crores.
Okay.
Then after that, education spending, rural road network less than 1,000 kilometers, today 1,12,000 kilometers. Now Nikhil Jain, you give me 5 figures of this. Forget anything else. Give me 5 figures of what you all have done during Lalu Raj.
Okay.
Just give me 5 figures.
Okay. We'll come to that.
And give me the name of the BJP leader who
We'll
abused.
come
He
to
gave
that.
Bharat Ratna. They did not even give Bharat Ratna to
Let's give
Karpuri
him
Thakur.
time to think about it. But before that, I want to also go across to my other guest, Badshah Alam ji. I want to ask you, आप बताइए आपके हिसाब से कर्पूरी ठाकुर जननायक थे या फिर राहुल गांधी हैं?
लालू जी,
देखिए, कर्पूरी ठाकुर को आज ये जननायक बोल रहे हैं हमारे शहजाद भाई। कर्पूरी ठाकुर तो जननायक थे ही, लालू प्रसाद यादव भी जननायक थे और आपके राहुल गांधी भी हैं, लेकिन इनको कर्पूरी ठाकुर आज जननायक लग रहे हैं। जब इनकी फुल बहुमत की सरकार थी कर्पूरी ठाकुर की बिहार के अंदर, तो 27 महीने के अंदर इन्हीं लोगों ने सरकार गिरा दी थी। 22 महीने में फुल बहुमत की सरकार थी लालू प्रसाद यादव की, इनको जेल भेज दिया इन लोगों ने। आज ये जो है जननायक की बात कर रहे हैं, तो ये 20 साल से वहां सरकार चला रहे हैं, इनके पास कुछ बताने का तो है नहीं। तो ये वोट चोरी करेंगे और वहां इलेक्शन जो है एंड कैन पराकरण जीतने की उसमें सिफारिश है। और इनके साथ जो है चीफ इलेक्शन कमीशन मिला हुआ है, जिस तरह से S.I.R किया गया है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के गाइडलाइन को भी नहीं फॉलो किया गया है S.I.R के अंदर। जिस तरह से 6%
लेकिन सवाल तो ये है कि अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट के गाइडलाइन को भी नहीं फॉलो किया गया तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक्सरसाइज को रोका तो नहीं? बादशाह आलम जी, पहली बात तो ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट की आप बात कर रहे हैं कि उनके गाइडलाइन को फॉलो नहीं किया, लेकिन सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने तो स्टे नहीं किया एक्सरसाइज को, वो तो चलती रही। दूसरी बात, कर्पूरी ठाकुर की अगर बात करें तो कांग्रेस पार्टी भी ऑल नो, हम सब जानते हैं, जिन्होंने हिस्ट्री पढ़ी है और जो पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में जानते हैं बिहार की, वो उन सबको मालूम है कि किस तरह से कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कर्पूरी ठाकुर की पॉलिटिकल लाइफ को बहुत ही मुश्किल किया था। और अगर कांग्रेस पार्टी को इतना स्नेह था कर्पूरी ठाकुर से, तो फिर भारत रत्न, जैसे कि शहजाद ने भी बोला, पॉस्टमसली क्यों मिला 2024 में? करंट बीजेपी, करंट एनडीए गवर्नमेंट ने क्यों दिया? पहले भी तो दे सकते थे ना उनको। तो लेगेसी चोरी नहीं हो रही है तो क्या हो रहा है वहां पर?
नहीं, इनको इसमें लेगेसी चोरी की बात नहीं है मैडम। ये जो इस वक्त 22 साल का हिसाब देने के बजाय ये ऐसी चीजें उखाड़ के लाते हैं कि 20 साल का हिसाब तो देंगे नहीं। ये आज से 30 साल पहले क्या हुआ, 35 साल पहले क्या हुआ, वो जननायक थे और उनको जो है भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए, इसमें किसी को कोई वो नहीं है। लेकिन इस वक्त बीजेपी को इतना ध्यान आ रहा है कि जहां लोगों की वोट चोरी की जा रही है और सरकार जो है बिहार के वहां के वोट माता अधिकार को छीना जा रहा है, और एक तरह से ये जो है सोशल जस्टिस की बात करते हैं। ये किस मुंह से सोशल जस्टिस की बात कर सकते हैं? ये लोग तो वोट चोर हैं और इन्होंने वोट चोरी की है और 2025 में भी वोट चोरी का पूरा प्लान बनाया हुआ है इन्हें इलेक्शन कमीशन के साथ।
Dr. Amin, you heard, all the political parties here. You've heard what the chief election commissioner had to say today. What have been the observations of Supreme Court on the S.I.R exercise? Despite that, this vote chori tag is not going anywhere. I mean, what will it take for the opposition to get convinced that there is no vote chori happening? I mean, it's also impacting the voters of this country. It's like putting suspicion in the minds of the voters of this country.
Actually, they want to confuse the country's man and woman. They are going to confuse the voters of the Bihar. Actually, every time they have the slogan vote chori, but it is not possible. And if the election commission is ready for the election poll, so they have already given the training properly for each and every officers, and we have the special observation. The special observers are also there. Means they are 243, so we have the 400 observers. All बोलिए, व्हाट यू वांट, बोलिए क्या चाहिए आपको?
नहीं उन्होंने बोल
दिया, हम आपका जवाब देंगे। अमीन जी से मैं ये चाह रहा हूँ कि जब 16.5 लाख लोगों ने, अमीन जी ये बता दीजिए कि 16.5 लाख लोगों ने वोट अपना वहां जोड़ने के लिए जो फॉर्म भरे गए, तो ये 21 लाख कहां से उसमें जोड़ दिया आपने? और दूसरा सवाल ये है कि 2.7 के आसपास लोगों ने डिलीशन के दिया, तो 3.66 कहां से डिलीट हो गया? इसको इलेक्शन कमीशन को बताना चाहिए ना कि कौन म्यूट हो गया, कौन शिफ्ट हो गया, किसके वोट काट दिया आपने।
Dr. Amin, now that's the question. Why is election commission, in your opinion, not able to convince the opposition? बादशाह आलम जी, आपका सवाल सुन लिया है उन्होंने जी। बादशाह आलम जी, आपका सवाल सुन लिया है। Now Dr. Amin is responding. Yes.
हाँ, yes. Actually, Mr. Basha Alam, Election Commission has given clear-cut orders to BLOs and all parties to be assisted by your party BLAs, and they have the objection, but they don't have the objection till date. Only you have the press and you have the media to object for vote chori.
या कहाँ से आए, आसमान से टपक गए, इसको बताओ ना आप।
I don't think this kind of domination of the debate should be allowed. Others should be allowed to speak.
Mohammed Amin, you know,
Hina,
There
this is not
there was enough
One
time
second,
given
Hina,
to
he is
all
completely
parties.
interrupting others and not allowing anybody to
One at a time, one at a time, one at a time, gentlemen, one at a time, one at a time. Allow me to moderate. One second, Shehzad, one second.
First of all, let us set the ground rules.
बादशाह आलम जी, पहले तो आपकी बारी आई थी, आपको पूरा समय दिया गया, अब आप बाकी लोगों को भी बोलने दीजिए। मैं फिर से आपके पास आऊंगी, आप अपनी बात रखिएगा। Shehzad, one second. Dr. Amin, let him finish his point, then Shehzad, and then
He started interrupting again. These people are shameless people.
Nobody will interrupt. Dr. Amin, yes.
देखिए बादशाह आलम जी, आपको हिंदी में बता देता हूं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन ने अपने जो बीएलओज लगाए थे, उनके साथ में आपके बीएलएज लगने चाहिए थे। उन्होंने काम क्यों नहीं किया? और आप लोगों को आदत है प्रेस के अंदर शोर मचाने की, पब्लिक के अंदर शोर मचाने की। आप लोग काम नहीं करना चाहते। आप लोग सिर्फ शोर मचाना चाहते हैं और इलेक्शन को जीतना चाहते हैं। वो होगा नहीं संभव। इलेक्शन कमीशन अपना काम करेगा और अपनी बार एक कंस्टिट्यूंसी पे 4
narrative. Shehzad Poonawalla.
Look,
full security होगी।
in Maharashtra, they made the same allegations, vote chori, election chori. What happened in the Supreme Court? The PowerPoint presentation one took place. Madras High Court rejected all the contents of it. They used to speak about EVM. 41 judgments came. Were they convinced? ये तो सोते हुए नहीं है, ये सोने की एक्टिंग कर रहे हैं। हाउ डू यू कन्विंस देम? सेकेंडली, कर्पूरी ठाकुर साहब को आपकी 10 साल 2004 से 14 आरजेडी और सपोर्टिंग कांग्रेस क्यों नहीं दिलवाया आपने भारत रत्न? चलिए छोड़ देते, सामाजिक न्याय की आप बात कर रहे हैं। खलनायक लालू और खलनायक राहुल जो अंबेडकर जी की तस्वीर अपने पैरों तले रखते हैं। और चौथी बात बादशाह आलम जी, मैं आपको बताता हूं, आपको 20 साल में आप बता दीजिए आपने पर कैपिटा इनकम। प्लीज स्टॉप इंटरप्टिंग मिस्टर बादशाह आलम, दिस इज नॉट द वे टू डू द डिबेट। रेलवे लाइन 325 किलोमीटर आपने बनाई 10 साल में, हमने उसको 2000 किलोमीटर से ज्यादा बनाई। आपने 500 से कम इंडस्ट्री छोड़ी थी, हमने 3500 से ज्यादा इंडस्ट्री खोली। आपने पर कैपिटा इनकम 10,000 रुपए रखी थी, वो 6 गुना से ज्यादा बढ़ी है। आपने 25 लाख घरों में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दी, आज वो 1.5 करोड़ से ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी घर में पहुंची है। आप मुझे 5 काम तो गिना दो आपने किए थे लालू जी के जमाने में। जंगल राज और फिरौती व्यापारी बन चुका था, केवल व्यापार फिरौती था, बस और कुछ नहीं।
ओके, एडवोकेट निखिल जैन एंड देन डॉक्टर संजय कुमार।
My good friend from the BJP Shehzad says कि हमने 3,500 इंडस्ट्री दी, आपने 500 दी थी। आई वांट टू आस्क हिम, अगर 3,500 इंडस्ट्री बिहार में बीजेपी और नीतीश कुमार ने दी, तो सारे के सारे बिहार के युवा क्यों जाते हैं बिहार से बाहर? Why does the Prime Minister have to come to Bihar and say that I will run a bullet train from Bihar to Tamil Nadu and Gujarat so people from here can go and work in the factories in other states? Why can't the youth of Bihar work in Bihar in the factories that have been made in Bihar if there are indeed 3,500 industries? Now he may quote figures like 2 lakh crores was the state GDP at during 2005 and in 2025 that is 9 lakh crores. Fact of the matter is we are a developing country. Whether they do anything or they don't do anything, we will continue to grow. आप महिला सुरक्षा की बातें करते हैं. What are the NCRB figures? They talk about law and order. Are we forgetting the kind of murders that are happening on the streets of Patna in the past few weeks?
That's exactly the point, Dr. Sanjay Kumar. When in the beginning of this debate, I asked a pointed question. What should be the focus? what will be the campaign for political parties? And that's precisely why I asked. Here he's talking about the law and order situation, but we don't really hear that from the opposition, unfortunately. From the opposition, it's like only one thing that matters to them today, and that's vote chori.
No.
Dr. Sanjay Kumar. No, you didn't say that earlier. You never said that,
Because
for you the
what
focus
they are
is
trying
going to be
to
women's safety, law and order, etc., etc.
What they're trying to...
You can rewind and hear my opening statement. I did mention economic development and social justice as well.
Okay, not law and order, not women's safety.
So what is the point of all of
not
this?
Law and order, not women's safety. Anyways, I have to move ahead. One second, Dr. Sanjay Kumar. Dr. Sanjay Kumar.
Actually, they have been telling that a lot of palayan is happening from state. As a matter of fact, palayan is just one-way exit from some place. And that used to happen during the RJD government because of the fear, because of the jungle Raj. But in our time, it's a migration, and migration happens all across the country. And it's for national development. What he was talking about, that people are going here and there, it's about national development. Coming back to your point, and as Sahajad, my colleague from BJP also mentioned, I don't want to repeat all those figures, but for us, the next 5 years is going to be very crucial for, meeting aspiration of youngsters, meeting aspirations of our, each of our citizen in the state. So building the state in a manner that it goes up to, it falls under 1 to 10 number state in the country. And we are, just to let you know, just to let everyone know, that we are the fastest growing state, in terms of growth numbers.
But Nikhil Jain and others do not agree to this point of view, because Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Nikhil Jain and others are saying कि बिहार पहले बहुत बढ़िया था, आपने 20 साल में जो है खराब कर दिया, और आपके राज में अब वोट चोरी हो रही है.
You're sure?
ये खराब कर दिया तो फिर क्यों जाकर, like people like Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav and everyone, is able to move freely. Tejasvi Yadav is making reels in the night, midnight, and Rahul Gandhi is going everywhere just because of the road transformation, the connectivity that has happened in the state. That has happened so much in the state that people are able to travel. There is so much mobility. Women are so confident in the state, and women have taken a leap. There is 100% empowerment. If we compare from Lalu's time, 100% empowerment. Jivika, there was no self-help group, no empowerment model during the Jungle Raj period. But in our time, there is 100% growth rate. There are 1.4 crore women, 40 crore women involved in SHG, self-help groups.
Okay.
There are about
what is so funny, Advocate Nikhil Jain? I'm not able to understand. Maybe you can share the joke with all of us. All of us can also have a good laugh.
He just said, I would. He said 100% growth rate. When will you start to question the NDA alliance spokespersons when they come on television and say absolute ruckus nonsense?
Okay.
Give me one proof of 100% growth rate. Why is Bihar still the poorest state if it has a growth rate of 100%? Are we kidding ourselves?
Okay. Shehzad wants to come in.
When there was 1,000, now can you, I'll explain, Sanjay ji, I'll explain क्या है problem. Problem ये है कि those people who after being CM, mother and father, could not even educate their child to pass 9th, they will never understand. Less than 10,000 kilometers of roads were there. Today it's 1.6 lakh kilometers. कितना growth rate हुआ? बताओ. Calculate करो, calculator पे GST कम हुआ है. Because you will not be able to count like Tejasvi. Secondly, you are talking about women empowerment. Shilpi Jain case वाले, Champa Vishwas case वाले. 35 cases are there on people like Reetlal Yadav, on people like Raj Vallabh Yadav. He raped a minor, so they gave the wife a ticket. गुलाब यादव एंड देन शहाबुद्दीन अमर रहे 75 केसेस के साथ शहाबुद्दीन अमर रहे. ये लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात कर रहे हैं. दोज पीपल हु आर रनिंग द फिरौती रैकेट फ्रॉम द सीएम ऑफिस इज टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉ एंड ऑर्डर. टुडे इन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन द कन्विक्शन रेट विच वॉज जस्ट 5% under Lalu has gone up to 50 to 60% under Nitish ji, and there has been a drop in murder cases, kidnapping cases, dacoity cases, riot cases. All of this has come down by 40 to 50%. So Mr. Nikhil Jain, मुझे सिर्फ बाकी सब छोड़ दो, बिहार के यूथ का छोड़ दो, अपने बेटों को कितनी सिखाई पढ़ाई करवाई वो बता दो. How much Tejasvi could be educated? You tell me that.
Why these are not the main issues for political parties, for the opposition in the state of Bihar, and vote chori is a bigger issue. You were talking about economy. I was looking at the data that I have with me. 1990 to 2005 period, that was the non-Nitish Kumar period. Over this decade and a half, the economy grew at an average rate of just 0.6% annually. 2006, the state's GDP was around $17 billion. Come to 2024-25, the GSDP is projected to be around 9.76 lakh crore rupees, $120 billion. There has been some improvement. You may not want to acknowledge it. It's absolutely fine with me. But is this the reason why Badsha Alam ji and Advocate Nikhil Jain, that for the opposition, the future of Bihar is nowhere on the agenda when it comes to elections in Bihar? It's only vote chori, जिसको पकड़ के बैठ गए हैं. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक्सरसाइज को स्टे नहीं किया, फिर भी वोट चोरी. ईसी कुछ कह रहा है, फिर भी वोट चोरी. I mean, do you not have any other issues to pick up is my simple question. Advocate Nikhil Jain, then Badsha Alam ji.
Hina, first of all, both Tejasvi Yadav and Rahul Gandhi have multiple times talked about the issues of law and order, poor development in the states, migration happening out of the state. It is not only just vote chori, number one. Number two, vote chori and S.I.R are two very different things, and the Supreme Court not saying S.I.R is not any stamp of approval on the S.I.R, because let's not forget, the Election Commission vehemently opposed the petitioners when they asked for Aadhaar to be included as one of the documents that can be used, but the Supreme Court gave them a stick and told them, no, you have to accept the Aadhaar. So let's not pretend that there is a stamp of approval on this
today the election commissioner, the chief election commissioner made it absolutely clear that even though Aadhaar is among the list, in the list of these 12 documents, but Aadhaar is not a proof of, your address, your citizenship. It is just a proof of your identity. Despite that, the CEC today made it clear. Dr. Amin, they're just going round and round. I want to again ask you, what will it take the opposition to get convinced that EC is not indulging in vote chori? Because it is for the people of this country for whom elections are nothing less than a festival.
If they are winning in the Himachal, means there is no vote chori. If they are winning the Tamil Nadu, there is no vote chori. If they are winning in the Bengal, there is no vote chori. In case of they are losing the elections, that's why the election commission is having the vote chori system. Necessary, they are blaming to the election commission, and they thanks to the election commission. Always the election commission is supporting to all stakeholders, and they are giving the certificate after if they win they get the certificate and go to the parliament or they go to the assembly. Unnecessary, always they are blaming to the election commission. I don't know what they want in the country.
Well, viewers have got the answers clearly. Viewers heard all views here, and the question still remains. Is this why issues that actually impact the lives of average citizens of Bihar are not really being made the mainstay? And vote chori is, becoming the pole plank for the opposition specifically. The point that Dr. Amin raised here. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much, all of you gentlemen, for joining us here on this debate.